It's safe to say that since it debuted in 2011, American Horror Story has reinvented itself every year. In fact, the show with the revolving theme is rather famous for that feature. But this year, the smash FX hit has taken its ever-changing identity one step further by moving up from its usual premiere date in October, shortening the season from 13 episodes to 10, and driving its devoted fan base and TV journalists into a frenzied guessing game by keeping the 6 seasons theme and final cast list a mystery. Murphy spoke to Vanity Fair about why he chose to take such a departure from a formula that its massive ratings and awards attention are any metric was already working. From the start, Murphy was deeply invested in keeping the concept of American Horror Story fresh. He remembers pitching FX president John Landgraf with the anthology concept by saying, "At the end of the first season, we're gonna kill everybody." Because this was mostly unheard of in American TV at the time, even Landgraf, often cited as a risk-taker in the industry, was reluctant. "Oh my God. You mean I have to build all new sets every year, and pay for them?" Murphy recalls his boss saying. And he laughed and he said, "I'm really afraid of this idea, which means that I should do it." Fast forward 5 years later and Murphy is still chasing the concept that will keep the show refreshing and up to date and exciting for the audience. But it was Stephanie Gibbons in the marketing department who came up with the idea of keeping the season 6 theme under wraps. When she and Landgraf pitched Murphy on it, he was sold. The secrecy, he says, didn't affect his creative decision one bit. "I was always gonna do the season, and John approved the theme a year ago. But as we were developing it, we sort of got into this mind space about how do we make it different. It's season 6, how do you make it fresh?" In addition to the Mysterious 80 campaign, which kept fans guessing in the dog days of summer, FX has kept the theme a secret even from TV reviewers who didn't receive their customary screeners in advance of the show. That might be a good thing, given the mixed reviews last season's premiere received. Critics, it seems, weren't as enamored as audiences were with the addition of Lady Gaga. As for American Horror Story's early, shortened season, Murphy's reasoning is simple. "Do I really want to be watching a horror show post-Thanksgiving when we get to Christmas? I really don't." Echoing some feedback from the American Horror Story fandom, Murphy explains, "I always watch that show live, and I really love it in the beginning when it's fall, when it's Halloween and before Thanksgiving. And then after that, I just don't want blood with my Christmas ornaments. I just don't." Bold words for the man who brought us TV's creepiest Santa. But the old American Horror Story model would see the series return for an episode or two in January after a small holiday hiatus, often slaughtering the momentum of the season. That may explain why the season 5 finale didn't do nearly as well, ratings-wise, as the season 5 premiere. But this year, Murphy promised, the show is done by Thanksgiving. With a tighter, earlier season 6 premiering Wednesday night on FX, fans can get their dose of mirth and horror without fear of interruption. But Murphy warns against considering this the new normal. "We may not do that every year, but we did it this year. The show is so flexible. Maybe next year we'll put it on in the summer because it works so great. I don't know." A summer version of American Horror Story. Netflix's Stranger Things better watch its back.
Yeah.